Hello everyone, welcome back to another My 2015 tutorial. This is part 7 of our elf model. We got our hand finished here. Did a little bit of adjustment for this form. This needs to be a little more straight. It's not natural for it to bow that way. Very easy to take care of. I can just quickly use my soft select tool and adjust some of that anatomy so it looks a little more correct. Okay, looks more right. Okay. I'm not going to fuss over the details on that one for right now. What I do want to pay attention to right now is prepping this area in here to receive this arm. So remember I said it a little while ago when we were working on the torso that we would adjust the edge flow to where the arm would run into the torso and it would kind of help us with forming the chest area. That's exactly what we're going to do right now. And it's a little bit of a learning curve, so there's always a little bit of trial and error, even for someone who has experience with modeling. Correcting edge flow is you have to kind of know what you're doing. So just follow along, you kind of see where I'm going with this, and hopefully it helps you. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to build up where this shoulder is. So I need to select a few faces in here and use those to extrude out. So I'm gonna take, let's say, looks like, yeah, that should take care of it, I think. Might take this last one, but let's just go ahead and run with what we got for right now. So we'll just take these 5 faces here. I'm going to extrude them out just a little bit. I'm trying to create that shoulder area. Lift it up just a little bit on one side. I don't need soft select on, so I just turn that off now. Soft select, turn that off. Okay. What I do need to have happen though is I need this geometry to be more rounded. It can't be so blocky. So from the side I don't have a ton of options quite yet, but from the bottom and top I can go ahead and start rounding some of this stuff out. And I really don't actually even need these faces here at this point, since I'm going to have these stitched together. So I can just hit delete and kind of work with it that way. There we go. So I'm going to grab these vertexes here. I'm going to turn the soft select back on. And let's go ahead and push it up to 1.5. It's not going to matter a whole bunch since there's not a lot of geometry underneath it, but I'll push it down, it will start to influence. Okay. I'm just trying to push it down enough to where it's going to receive this socket of the arm. So I'll plan on tweaking that some more here in a little bit, just very crudely lowering and raising this to where it works for what I'm trying to get at. Let's go back to 0.4. Lift this area up a little bit. Okay, this vertex and this vertex both need to come down, out a little bit, down. There we go. It's kind of looking like this part right here, and if you look at my reference image, has arched up to where the shoulder is. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. Probably want these here to come out a little bit. Okay. That's okay. Alright. These ones will come up. Kind of rounding some of this stuff off. When you extrude out, it's very blocky, so you gotta expect some push and pull here to make it to where it looks more organic. Okay. And that'll do it for now. Okay, so that should be a good starting point. Now this is going to take a little while, guys, so I'll be impressed if I can get through this in this video and have time for anything else. Okay. So it should kind of come over in this area. It should kind of come over in here. Okay. That's okay. So it should kind of come up more. Okay. So that's rounded that much off. What we're going to have to start doing is, because I know I have 20 edges going all the way around, and if I count these, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I have 5 on top, so that's 10. I have 11, 12. So I need to create some new edge loops that will come in here and help us give us some edges for these arms to connect into. So to do that, we need to correct some of this edge flow. So we have open areas, which is great for when we're reworking edge flow, because typically when you're entering new edge flow, you run into problems with triangles. Every time you solve one triangle, turn into a quad, it creates another triangle. So when you have big open areas like this, you can correct your edge flow, have it run off the edge, and it'll run into the mirrored edge, which will keep on with the quad flow of your face loops. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we're going to be using a tool inside your modeling toolkit. This one is called the multi-cut tool. And this one here, as you have it activated, you'll see it's trying to snap onto vertexes, and that's perfect. That's what we're trying to do. We're going to select a vertex, and then it'll look for an edge to cut. So this first one I'm going to try to cut right here. I want to add in some geometry first, though. So I want to go, let's say, this one to this one to this one. So I just created a triangle there. That's going to be our first problem to go and try to fix. We'll kind of curve down as we're going towards this edge. Just, I don't want to get locked onto that one there. That's okay. I'll just correct it like so. Okay, so what I'm trying to stay away from is having these lock onto a face that doesn't, or an edge I don't want to use. Like this one. Go to edge mode, delete off this edge here. I'm going to slide down these vertexes because I don't want them to get too close together. Otherwise, when they smooth, they'll create a hard spot. I don't want a hard spot. I'm actually trying to eventually create a rib cage. But I need to get enough geometry in there to be able to start pushing that edge flow around to do that. Okay, so creating one edge on the bottom, so that up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and when I do it on the top, I'll have 12, 13, 14. I still need to create 6 more. Okay, so let's go ahead and correct this edge flow. We'll run this one over here. Oops, looks like it didn't quite do what I was hoping. Okay, so we got that, like that. Okay, that looks okay. I'll just delete off this edge. And now I'm going to run some of this geometry off. So I'll create one here. I'll have to even these edges here out. And you can use normals actually to do this part, but normals are slippery. I don't really like them for some reason. They just don't really jive well with me. Is what a normal pretty much is that it'll allow you to push a vertex along the surface, making it to where instead of doing it in 3D space, it's locked down to the plane of the surface, kind of like turning this into a live surface, if you will. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix the triangles I had so that I don't lose track of them. Okay, so I created this one going down. That means that I need to this triangle there. If I get rid of this one, nope, that did not solve the problem. I made a different problem. Okay, so we need to get rid of this one, I believe. Connect it up here. Okay. Actually, I think that I made a mistake there. Let's go ahead and put that back. Okay. What needed to happen was this had to actually run around. Not partially solve some of our problem. Okay, so this one here. Sorry, I'm thinking about how I'm going to go through and fix this. I'm thinking as well, I created two loops and I didn't fix them as I was creating them, so I made myself a little bit of a problem here. Let's go ahead and delete these two. And I will create a cut right here. That'll fix one quad. Okay. And now I have a quad here. I just need to change it into a quad. There we go. There we go. Now we got a quad. Okay, so back to quads. Alright, everything's looking good. Alright. Let's do an edge count, see how we're looking here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. We're at 13. Still got a little ways to go. Alright, so let's start working on some of them coming off the back side. I think we have enough geometry on the front side. Easy enough to do that with our multi-cut tool. We can, if we hold down Control, it'll just add in an extra edge. Let's do it off the back here, though. We don't want to run too many edges up front. We don't have to. Okay. I don't want them to run down like that, because that means it runs all the way down to the leg. That's not really what I don't want to have happen. I'd rather have to adjust this edge flow as well than have it run to the leg. Oops. I was thinking, like, why did you just do that? I think that's what I'm trying to do here. Is I'm going to delete this. That creates this edge flow here. I'll delete that one. Use a multi-cut tool one more time right here. When I mirror this, I need to be careful because I'm going to have to delete this edge and make the quad here in the center, which will be a good actually spot between the scapulas, so that works okay. We do have a 5-side end-on here I got to deal with now. Okay, so that fixes that one. This kind of carries down. You can see why when you start doing edge flow corrections, you end up running into more problems. But this is kind of what you have to do sometimes to get some more geometry in there. Just the nature of the beast. I think that might have handled it, hopefully. Dang it. thought I completed, but it didn't. Hit enter again. Okay. Let's see where we're at now. Okay, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, we're getting really close. I'm just going to drop in an extra edge loop over here. And one right there. And one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, just kind of keeping this in mind when I go to create my neck and head, but this is going, how many edges are going to have to run up inside of it. So, okay, so doing good. Go ahead and smooth preview this. That looks okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this arm here, so pivot on it, and let's translate it out a little ways. About right there. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Okay, so I'm going to have these edges jump to these edges. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the regular mode, select both of them, and combine them now. And I'm ready to start stitching these together. Okay, so turn on my target weld, and I will start going around and stitching them together. I'm just skipping every other one just because it makes it to where the one before it obviously is going to be stitched in. That's my work in half. Okay, so there it is, all connected in. I know what you're thinking. That's a little janky. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. It's a very rough connection. We're going to use our sculpt tool. So here's our sculpt geometry tool, and I can just go through and smooth out some of this stuff here. Just holding down Shift and just smoothing out some of these rough edges. Okay, that looks all right. Now, if I wanted to go a little deeper with my sculpt geometry tool, I could actually use it to give myself some volume here as well. Or let's see here, let's go in here. So you see the push and pull. I can use that to kind of inset where the armpit's supposed to be, but 10 is probably way too high. So let's go to reset tool. There we go. This really works better when you have a ton of geometry, but there we go. better. Now this shoulder part here, if I want to beef that up a little bit, I can click a couple times with this called geometry brush. I'll hold up a little bit too much. Again, I don't have enough geometry here for it to work really well, so usually I boost it up and then I'd smooth it back out. Okay. Looking okay. Not too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and smooth preview it. Turn off that wireframe. There we go. Alright, that's looking a little better. Not bad. Let's do a mirror preview. Of course, send me on the wrong side. Let's go and open up Mesh, Mirror Geometry, and let's go ahead and hit Apply. There we go. Alright, there we go. We got ourselves actual body. All we're missing now is the neck and the chest, and the head. But the feet are there, the hands are there, torso's looking decent. Okay, not bad. Again, the clothes we're going to deal with later, so don't get yourself worked up about the clothes. We're not there yet. Okay, so I'm going to undo the mirror, but I don't need that yet. I do want to, before I forget, take care of that knee area. So the knee's right in here. Double check. It's not going to be very accurate since I had to move the position on it, but that's about where it's at, so that works. I'm just going to use the extrude just like I did for the knuckles. I'll just extrude this piece here. Okay, so let's go ahead and adjust the edges we got here. I was doing a smooth preview, which for any modeler that's a no-no. You don't want to extrude and try to adjust shapes inside the smooth preview. You end up with something you really don't want when you go back to your regular mesh, like I got right now. There we go. That looks more like a kneecap. Okay. Alright, making good progress here, guys. We're at 23 minutes. I think that's starting the chest right now. It's going to take a while to do the chest. It seems like it's a simple subject, but it involves creating a new object, deleting off some faces, and then running the edge flow into them. And I imagine that'll probably take about 15 or 20 minutes. So I think that we're going to hold off on doing the chest. I think that was what we'll do is we'll work in the neck right now. So just select one edge, just like the other, double click somewhere in the middle. If you triple click, it'll select everything. So just try to get a double click in there. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to extrude this up to kind of make the neckline. She's got kind of a long neck, so I'm going to probably do a couple extrusions here and then add some edge lips in to define it. So let's see here. Now this edge on here, I want to make sure I don't come off this. I can mess with it, but if I do, I need to make sure it comes back, which is fine. You just need to be aware of that. I'm aware of it, but I need you guys to be aware of it as well. Okay. Let's go back to our front view here, so I can make sure this is kind of following along her neckline. Okay. Okay, so that matches there. And we'll rotate it a little bit. Get the side view here. See how we're looking. Okay, so it's a little bit high on the side view. Let's go make a happy medium somewhere. See what I mean? How it selects everything. I was trying to stay away from. Let's go through and deselect what I don't want. Open it up to receive the base there. We turn on soft select so I can push it back down. Okay, there we go. So that matches up with the jawline and the base of the skull. Okay, and now I can go through here and make sure soft select is still on. Good. Good. Bump this up to, let's say, 0.7. Okay. Well, that means I need to push these ones here back a little bit, so let's go back to 0.4 again. That's okay. Come in a little bit. Okay. And let's check the front view again. Okay, to bring this in just a little bit. Bring this out just a little bit. Okay, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and check and see what we got going on here. Okay, not bad. Good start. Okay. All right, so this is a good stopping point. We'll go ahead and save here. File. I'm going to save a new scene here because as you start working Maya, you'll kind of realize sometimes in Maya you end up with a corrupted file. So having a second, third, fourth incremental save makes it to where if you lose a bunch of work to a corrupted file, at least you're not starting from scratch. Okay, so as you can see what we did here, we have this edge flow now going here, and that will hopefully wrap underneath where we're going to insert the breasts. Also, we're kind of setting up this this edge flow might end up with some more correction going on here. We want to have the collarbones also in here, and also have some of the throat going in, or this. I can't remember what the name of the muscle is, but it goes from the collarbones, goes up the throat, and connects behind the ear. So we want to have that defined as well. And then we'll be ready to start working on the head. Thanks for watching this lesson. Next lesson we'll pick up on the chest and finishing out the defining of the collarbone and neck muscle, and then we will start working on the head hopefully in the next lesson or the following lesson. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Alright, bye.